What if I told you there's one mistake, just one, that 99% of people make with their rings, and it might be blocking your health, your wealth, and your love life right this very moment? Pay close attention. The information I'm about to reveal comes directly from Thoth, the scribe of the Egyptian gods, and it's been secretly used by millionaires and the powerful for centuries. It's not about how much your ring is worth, it's about where you wear it. Before we go any further, look at your hand right now. If you're wearing a ring, take it off. Do it. Because in just a few seconds, I'm going to show you the exact finger that works like an antenna to attract abundance, and the fatal mistake that turns that same antenna into a prosperity blocker. Most people get this wrong their entire lives and never understand why luck never seems to be on their side. The secret isn't in the jewelry itself, but in the combination of the right finger, the right hand, and the right material, a technology the pharaohs used to manifest empires. And today I'm going to give you this complete map. But what I'll reveal at the end of this video is even more crucial: the 2-minute activation ritual that turns any ring into a magnet for opportunities. Stick with me because you won't want to miss this. If you felt like this message was meant for you, comment below. I'm ready to activate. Just as all things existed in the One, by the mediation of the One, so all things were born from this one thing, by adaptation. Think of your fingers like electrical circuits, each one connected to a specific area of your life. When you put on a ring, you're closing one of those circuits, amplifying the energy that flows through it. If you place it on the wrong circuit, you might unknowingly be reinforcing scarcity, loneliness, or stagnation. You could, at this very moment, be wearing a ring that is actively working against your deepest desires. And you have no idea. But there is one finger, and only one, that functions as the master channel, the central axis that connects your personal energy directly to the source of material manifestation. Using it incorrectly, or ignoring its power, could be the reason why things just don't work out for you, no matter how hard you try. This finger is the key, but to use it, we first need to understand the complete power map that exists in your hands, and why each of your other fingers holds a unique and irreplaceable function. Each finger on your hand is a channel for a specific force, a concept echoed from ancient palmistry to the sacred mudras of yoga. They are not just appendages for holding objects, they're conductors of cosmic energy, each one tuned to a different frequency of the universe. The thumb, separate and strong, connects directly to your willpower, your decision-making ability, and your purest life energy. It is the seat of your consciousness, the finger that represents yourself and your ability to impose your will on reality. The index finger, the one that points and commands, is the channel of leadership, authority, and ambition. When you point, you direct energy. Wearing a ring here without proper knowledge can either strengthen your ability to lead and inspire, or turn your ambition into tyranny, creating resistance and conflict around you. It's the finger of personal power, self-confidence, and direction. But using it requires a delicate balance to keep it from becoming a force of domination and ego. The ring finger, universally known as the finger of the heart, resonates with the energy of the sun, of creativity and emotional connections. It's no coincidence that wedding bands are worn here. This finger is a direct portal to emotions, to beauty, to art, and to the union of souls. It governs how you love and how you allow yourself to be loved. directly influencing the harmony or chaos in your most intimate relationships and your ability to express your true creative essence. The pinky, the smallest and most subtle of the fingers, is your bridge to communication, intuition, and inner wisdom. It's linked to Mercury, the messenger of the gods, governing not just what you say, but also what you hear on the most subtle levels. It's the finger of business, quick intelligence, and the ability to connect with others, but also of your connection to the subconscious and to the messages the universe tries to send you through synchronicities and insights. However, one finger stands out as the central axis, the pillar that balances the spiritual and material world. The middle finger, long and centered, it is ruled by Saturn, the lord of time, structure, and responsibility. This finger isn't about fleeting desires, it is the direct channel to the energy of manifestation in the physical realm, of materialization, discipline, and abundance built on solid ground. It's the finger that anchors your dreams into reality, turning ideas into matter. Wearing a ring on this finger without the proper knowledge is like operating a high-voltage control panel without reading the manual. You can either massively amplify your flow of prosperity, attracting resources and structure into your life, or completely sabotage your efforts, creating blockages, delays, and a sense of heaviness and struggle. Each finger is a doorway, but the middle finger is the main one. And what almost no one knows is that the side of the body you wear this power on is even more important than the finger itself. The key of polarity, the hand that gives and the hand that receives. You've understood that the middle finger is your pillar of manifestation, the channel that represents balance, justice, and your ability to materialize concrete goals in the world. When you place a ring on this specific finger, you're making a powerful and focused declaration to the universe, a clear signal that your intention is set on structure, responsibility, and material harvest. It's like tuning a radio to a specific station, eliminating the other frequencies to focus only on the signal of abundance. But here lies an even deeper secret, a principle that is the foundation of all magic and energetic manifestation: the polarity of your hands. Your hands are not identical in their energetic function. They represent the two fundamental poles of the universe: giving and receiving, masculine and feminine, action and attraction. Ignoring this duality is like trying to row a boat with only one oar, moving in circles and exhausting yourself without ever reaching your destination. Most people make a mistake here. Your right hand, for most right-handed people, is your sending hand. It's the hand of action, projection, the will you impose on the world. It's the hand you use to build, to direct, to give your energy. When you wear a power ring on your right hand, you are amplifying the energy you send out to the universe. You are strengthening your ability to act, to lead, to make things happen. It's the hand of control, of active power, of manifestation through effort and direct action. The left hand, on the other hand, is your receiving hand. It's your magnetic antenna, the one that attracts and receives energy from the universe. It is connected to your subconscious, to your intuition, to your ability to allow things to flow into your life. It's the hand of receiving, of magnetism, of permission. When you want to attract something into your life, be it love, opportunities, or resources, it's the energy field of your left hand that needs to be activated. It's the hand of grace, of synchronicity, of effortless manifestation. Therefore, the logic becomes crystal clear. To attract health, wealth, opportunities, and resources into your life, the ring must be worn on the middle finger of the left hand. This specific placement turns a simple ring into a magnetic vortex, a focal point that pulls into your reality the circumstances, people, and synchronicities necessary for your goals to materialize. You stop just doing and start attracting. You align your action with your reception. Activating this channel, however, is only the first step. It's like installing the most powerful antenna on the roof of your house. The antenna is there, ready to catch the signal, but for it to work, the ring cannot be just any ring. It cannot be charged with random energies or past intentions. It needs to be cleansed, prepared, and programmed for your specific intention. And the exact way to do that was revealed by one of the most mysterious and wise figures of ancient history. The source of this spiritual technology is not a modern invention or a New Age belief. It goes back to one of the most enigmatic and advanced civilizations in history, ancient Egypt. And the origin of this knowledge is attributed to a near-mythical figure, Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, writing, magic, and science. Later known by the Greeks as Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great, he is considered the father of Hermetic wisdom, the foundation of all Western esotericism. In his sacred texts, like the legendary Emerald Tablet, Thoth revealed the universal principles that govern reality. The most famous of them is the principle of correspondence, encapsulated in the immortal phrase, "As above, so below. As below, so above." This means that the structure of the cosmos is perfectly reflected in us. The universe is not something separate from you. You are a miniature universe, and your hands are a detailed map of this cosmic system. Thoth taught that the pharaohs and high priests of Egypt did not wear their rings and adornments as mere symbols of status or wealth. Each piece was a tool of power, a technological instrument precisely calibrated to interact with the forces of nature and the cosmos. They understood that certain metals, stones, and symbols, when placed on specific points of the body, could open energy portals, align an individual's consciousness with divine intelligences, and manifest tangible changes in the physical world. This knowledge was considered so sacred and potentially dangerous that it was deliberately removed from public access. It was transmitted only orally, from master to disciple, within mystery schools and priestly lineages. They knew that if it fell into unprepared hands or was used with selfish intentions, this technology could be used to manipulate and control instead of to evolve and create. That's why the truth was veiled in symbols, allegories, and myths, accessible only to those who proved themselves worthy. With the correct finger, the middle finger, and the correct hand, the left, receiving hand already identified, we are recovering the first fragments of this lost wisdom. You now have the exact location of the energetic acupuncture point for attracting material abundance. The next step, following Hermetic teachings, is to turn a simple ring, an inert object, into a living and programmed talisman, a device that actively works for you. This process of consecration and activation is not complex, but it requires intention and respect for natural cycles. It is not an empty ritual, but a conscious alignment with the primordial forces of the universe. It's a process that uses the elements of nature to purify and charge the object with your will. And the secret to taking the first step in this programming, the key to cleansing your ring of all past influences and preparing it to receive your new directive is not found on Earth but in the sky. The lunar calibration, your first activation ritual. The secret to turning your ring into a magnet for prosperity begins with an act of purification, an energetic reset. Think of your ring as a hard drive that's accumulated data from everywhere it's been. The store, the hands that touched it, your own energies of doubt and worry. To program it with a new intention, you first need to erase all the old files. And the most powerful time to do this is during the new moon night, the point of darkness and silence in the sky that represents pure potential, the beginning of all cycles. On that specific night, take a glass or crystal container, materials that don't interfere energetically, and fill it with pure water. Add 1 tablespoon of sea salt or coarse salt, an element known for millennia for its ability to cleanse and neutralize dense energies. Submerge your ring completely in the salt water and leave it there for exactly 7 minutes. The number 7 is sacred in many traditions, representing spiritual perfection and the completion of a cycle, making the purification complete and deep on a molecular level. After the 7 minutes, remove the ring from the water and dry it carefully with a clean cloth, preferably made of natural fiber. Now the ring is energetically neutral, cleansed, and ready to be programmed. This is the most crucial moment. Holding the ring between your right hand's thumb and index finger, your hand of action and projection, raise it toward the dark sky of the new moon. Even if you can't see the moon, its energy is there, at its peak of potential for new beginnings. With the ring raised, close your eyes for a moment and focus on the feeling of prosperity. Don't think about bills, think about financial freedom, security, and abundant flow. Feel that emotion in your body. Then, with conviction and clarity, recite either out loud or in your mind, "This ring is now a perfect conduit between universal abundance and my reality. I program it to attract wealth, opportunities, and success. May it be a magnet for everything I need to thrive." As you speak, visualize an intense light, golden like the sun or green like an emerald, coming down from the sky and entering the ring, filling every atom of it with this new programming. See the ring glowing with that light in your hands. Immediately after the visualization, without hesitation, place the ring on the middle finger of your left hand, the receiving hand. Wear it to sleep that night, allowing the programmed energy to integrate into your auric field while you rest. Your ring is now cleansed, activated, and functioning as a channel for your intention. It is an antenna tuned to the frequency of prosperity. However, the speed and strength with which it will attract wealth into your life depend directly on its physical composition. The atomic structure of certain metals and stones resonates more harmoniously with the vibration of abundance, an alchemy of materials that the world's true millionaires and powerful people have mastered for centuries. Your ring is activated, but now we refine the technology. Not all materials vibrate at the same frequency. Just like a radio antenna needs the right material and shape to pick up a distant station, your power ring becomes exponentially more effective when its physical composition resonates with the energy of wealth. For manifesting material abundance, the combination of the ring's metal and the stone it holds is absolutely crucial. This is where esoteric science meets geology. Gold, with its color and shine that mimic the sun, has always been the supreme metal of wealth and power. Its energy is solar, expansive, and is associated with royalty, authority, and recognition. Wearing a gold ring on the left middle finger not only attracts wealth, but also strengthens your confidence and your ability to lead, attracting opportunities for growth and expansion. Gold vibrates at a frequency of success and accomplishment, helping manifest not just money but also status and influence. Silver, on the other hand, carries a lunar energy, subtle and intuitive. It's connected to feminine energy, receptivity, and abundance that flows more gently and unexpectedly. A silver ring tunes you to your intuition, helping you notice opportunities others don't see and make wiser financial decisions. While gold actively builds empires, silver attracts wealth through synchronicities, insights, and the ability to be in the right place at the right time. Copper is a fascinating metal, known to be an excellent conductor of energy. It doesn't attract wealth the same way gold or silver does, but it acts as a balancer of energy flow. Copper helps harmonize giving and receiving, dissolving blocks that prevent money from circulating freely in your life. It's ideal for those who feel money comes in but leaves just as fast, helping create a more stable and healthy financial flow, breaking cycles of debt and scarcity. But true alchemy happens when these metals are combined with specific stones. The most powerful combination, described in ancient Hermetic manuscripts, is a gold ring with a small emerald or jade. Emerald is the stone of abundance and divine love, while jade is a stone of prosperity and protection. This union creates a powerful energetic vortex to attract exponential opportunities while protecting the wealth you've already built. Other powerful combinations include silver with citrine, known as the merchant stone, which dissolves financial blocks and attracts new sources of income quickly. Gold with tiger's eye is also excellent for protecting your finances and giving you the courage to take calculated risks. Now that you understand how to focus and amplify the energy of material prosperity, let's apply this same exact principle to perhaps the most desired area of human life, using a different finger to tune into the precise frequency of love. The ring finger, the direct channel to the heart. You've learned how to tune into the frequency of prosperity, but life isn't made of material things alone. The ring finger is your direct channel to the heart. It's not a cultural coincidence or a random tradition that this is universally the finger of union and romantic commitment. Energetically, it is ruled by the sun, which in esoteric astrology represents not just the ego, but also beauty, creativity, joy, and the purest expression of the authentic self. It's the finger that connects you to your inner light and your ability to love and be loved. To attract true love, heal a broken heart, or harmonize a relationship that already exists, the principle of polarity applies in the same way. The ring must be worn on the ring finger of the left hand, your receiving hand. By doing this, you are sending a clear signal to the universe that your heart is open to receive love, to attract a soul connection that resonates with who you truly are. You stop searching for love and begin to become a magnet for it. Here, more than ever, the choice of stone is fundamental, as each crystal vibrates at a specific emotional frequency. Rose quartz is the master stone of unconditional love. Wearing it on your left ring finger gently opens your heart chakra, dissolves old wounds, resentments, and the armor you may have built around your heart. It doesn't attract desperate love, but calm, compassionate, healing love, starting with self-love. If your goal is to attract a soulmate or a deeper, more spiritual connection, rhodochrosite is the ideal choice. This stone works on a deeper level, helping to heal childhood traumas and relationship patterns that cause you to attract the same type of problematic partner. It helps you reconnect with your inner joy and playful nature, attracting someone who resonates with your soul on a level of companionship and life purpose. For those already in a relationship who wish to reignite the flame of passion and commitment, ruby is the supreme stone. With its fire energy, vitality, and intense passion, a ruby on the left ring finger can revitalize a connection that has fallen into routine, bringing back enthusiasm, desire, and devotion. It strengthens bonds and protects the relationship from negative external energies, solidifying the union with powerful, vibrant force. When you wear a ring with one of these stones, properly cleansed and programmed using the same lunar calibration technique you've already learned, you tune your entire energetic field to the frequency of harmonious love. You become a beacon for the kind of relationship you want to create. With both wealth and love now in the process of alignment, there is a silent danger that can undermine all your efforts and destroy everything you're building. Energetic contamination from invisible sources. You're aligning your energy for prosperity and love, but there is a subtle trap that many people fall into without realizing. A ring that once belonged to someone else, especially if it was a family heirloom or a piece bought from an antique shop, is not just an object, it is a witness. It carries the energetic memory, the psychic imprint of its previous owner. Metals and crystals are like energetic hard drives, recording the emotions, thoughts, and experiences of those who wore them. Imagine wearing a ring that belonged to a grandmother who lived a life of financial hardship, or someone who suffered deeply from unrequited love. Even if you love the piece, the energy of scarcity, sadness, or failure is embedded in its molecular structure. Wearing it without a deep and conscious purification is like installing a virus into your operating system. You might be doing everything right, but that residual energy acts like a background program, sabotaging your efforts and attracting more of that same negative vibration. You might be right now wearing a ring that carries a history of failure, illness, or loneliness, and it's blocking your life without you having the slightest idea. You blame bad luck, obstacles, and difficulties on external factors, when in fact the source of the blockage might literally be on your finger. It's a form of unconscious self-sabotage, an invisible loyalty to a story that isn't yours, but that you adopted by wearing the object that contains it. Think about it. How many times have you received a piece of jewelry as a gift, or inherited a family heirloom and put it on immediately, without thinking about its energetic history? How many times have you bought a second-hand ring just because it looked beautiful? Each of these acts, as innocent as they may seem, could have introduced a frequency into your auric field that's in direct conflict with the reality you want to create. It's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. This contamination isn't a curse in the superstitious sense. It's a law of resonance. If the ring vibrates at the frequency of loss, it will resonate with situations of loss in your life. If it vibrates at the frequency of illness, it can weaken your energetic field and vitality. It's a constant, silent influence, an energetic whisper that pulls you downward, away from your goals of abundance, love, and well-being. Fortunately, just as a hard drive can be formatted, A ring can be completely cleansed of its past. There is a deep purification ritual, much more intense and powerful than the initial activation cleansing, that can completely erase those negative stories and reset the ring to its original purpose, turning it into a blank canvas ready to be programmed exclusively with your intention and to serve only you. The Great Purification Ritual. Erasing the energetic past. To perform a complete cleansing and erase the energetic history of an inherited or second-hand ring, you need a more intense natural force. The subtle energy of the new moon is for beginnings, but to purge, you need the maximum power of the full moon. The light of the full moon has a revealing and purifying quality, capable of bringing to the surface and dissolving hidden and ingrained energies. Wait for a night with a clear sky, where the moonlight can directly bathe your ritual. Prepare a crystal or clear glass container. Transparency is important here because it allows the moonlight to penetrate from all sides. Fill it with distilled water or, if possible, water from a natural spring, which is more energetically alive. Add 3 tablespoons of sea salt, invoking the purifying power of the oceans. Then add 7 drops of a powerful cleansing essential oil, such as white sage, rue, or even the smoke of frankincense incense, which has been used for thousands of years to expel negative energies. Fully submerge the contaminated ring in the solution. As you do, declare your intention aloud. I now release this object from all past memories, energies, and programming. May all pain, scarcity, and suffering it has witnessed now be purified and dissolved. Place the container in an outdoor spot like a window or balcony where it can remain under the direct light of the full moon all night, from dusk until dawn. The next morning, before the first rays of sunlight touch the container, remove the ring from the water. That water now holds the residual energy and should be discarded, preferably into the earth, so nature can transmute it. Take the ring to a faucet and rinse it thoroughly under running water, visualizing the last traces of negativity being washed away and going down the drain. This act completes the cleansing and fully neutralizes the object. Now, with the purified ring in your hands, it's time to claim it as your own. Dry it carefully and expose it to the first rays of the morning sun for about 20 minutes. The energy of the rising sun is one of rebirth, vitality, and new beginnings. It will recharge the ring with a positive and pure vibration. As it absorbs the sunlight, hold it and declare, "This ring is now cleansed, consecrated, and dedicated solely to my highest purpose. It serves me and my intention of abundance, love, and well-being." With your rings now purified, programmed, and aligned with your intention, you are no longer vulnerable to past energies. You are in control. You are ready for the most advanced technique, a system that doesn't rely on just one ring, but synchronizes multiple rings with the cosmic cycles to create not just a single manifestation event, but an entire life of continuous and growing abundance. A true reality creation system. The final technique, the secret kept by the true architects of fortune and masters of manifestation, is not based on a single act, but on the creation of a dynamic system. It's about orchestrating a matrix of rings, each with a specific function, and using them in sequence, perfectly aligned with the cycles of the moon and the cosmos. This transforms the manifestation of an isolated event into a constant rhythm, a continuous flow of abundance aligned with the tides of the universe. The cycle begins with the new moon, the 0 point, the moment to plant seeds. In this phase, you will wear your main prosperity ring, such as a gold ring with an emerald, on the middle finger of your left hand. This is the time to set new financial goals, start new projects, send out resumes, or make investments. The ring will act as a powerful amplifier for these new intentions, ensuring that the seeds you plant find fertile soil in the quantum field. As the moon grows, entering the first quarter, the energy is one of expansion and growth. This is the time to change rings. You'll begin wearing a ring of action and expansion, such as a silver ring with citrine, still on the left middle finger. The purpose of this ring is to accelerate the growth of the seeds you've planted. It will attract the resources, people, and opportunities necessary for your projects to gain strength and momentum, helping you overcome the initial obstacles more easily. When the moon reaches its peak, at the full moon, the energy is one of culmination, celebration, and emotional harvest. At this point, you shift the focus from matter to the heart. You switch the ring to your left ring finger, wearing your love stone, such as rose quartz. This is the time to reap emotional blessings, strengthen your relationships, celebrate your achievements, and fill yourself with gratitude. The full moon amplifies emotions, and wearing the love ring ensures you attract and amplify the highest emotions. Finally, during the waning moon phase, the energy is of release, reflection, and protection. Here you can wear a ring of protection and transmutation, such as amethyst or black tourmaline, on your left thumb. The thumb, as we've seen, represents your life force. Wearing a protection ring here during the waning phase helps consolidate your energy, protect your gains, release what no longer serves you, and clear the ground for the next cycle that will begin at the new moon. This cycle, consciously repeated for at least 3 months, creates a powerful resonance that aligns your entire life with the universal rhythms of planting, growth, harvest, and rest. But the final key, the thing that keeps the matrix active, is daily activation. Every morning, before even getting out of bed, touch and gently rub the ring you are wearing for that cycle. Reaffirm your intention for that day. You are no longer just wearing jewelry. You are operating sacred technology, actively rewriting the script of your life with your own hands. If you made it this far, comment, "I will no longer make mistakes with my ring." I want to see who really stayed with me until the end of this video. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, check the first pinned comment for a way to contribute and help me spread more content like this out there. Any help you can give is very important to me and to the growth of the channel. But just know, the fact that you watched until the end already helps a lot. You can also share this video with someone who needs this message. And before you go, I picked out a special video just for you. Click it now on the screen and I'll see you there.